Okay, well, this is a very special car right here. Tell me about it.
Very special. So this right here is a C140. It's basically an S500 from the 1990s, but it's actually called a Picasso. This is a Designo car. So AMG had a program back in the 90s called Designo, which you could call in as a VIP and you can get a fully custom-made car to your liking. And this is one of them. This right here is a fully customized Picasso interior with the purple paint. And this is one of the most beautiful cars in the collection. It has a full pink interior. And this pattern right here is called Picasso. And there's the pattern that you see on the seats. And you see the full pink interior. It's a right-hand drive. We got this car out of Hong Kong. It has pink carpeting. Everything is pink inside, fuchsia. And that pattern on the seat is a hand-painted pattern that was called the Picasso pattern. So this right here, very important to have. And this is one of the most rarest cars in the collection. This car came out of Hong Kong and it took us a long time to ship it in. And it was a nightmare to get it here, but this is one of my favorite cars in the collection. And I'm an artist, I do music. And we did a song, me and Currency, and a music video with this car called Purple Picasso. So check that out. We're driving this car in the video. You see us driving around, enjoying ourselves. And that's what it's all about, pushing the culture forward and bringing cars that people never seen to America.
Okay, so this is the Picasso, but it's not actually painted by Picasso.
No, it's just a print an option that you could choose from Mercedes at the time, from AMG.
I guess they licensed his name or something.
Yes,
for it.
I'm sure that has something to do with it. But it's called.
And someone hand painted that?
Yeah, someone hand painted the interiors and then they would cut it up and place it inside. So we have a couple more Picassos in the collection. That's another one right there next to it. It's one of the more intriguing looking cars in the collection.
Okay, the price tag on something like this?
At least $250,000 these days.
$250,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's a full AMG car, front to back, AMG kit, AMG interior, so can't go wrong.
Okay, now here goes another $1 million car
100%.
in the collection.
Yep.
What is this?
This right here belonged to the Sultan of Brunei. Now we spoke about the Sultan of Brunei earlier. He's one of the largest car collectors in the world, $5 billion collection.
$5 billion car collection. How many cars?
He has about 5,000 cars.
5,000 cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
3 to 5,000. But so this right here is one of his cars that was built for the royal family of Brunei. And AMG would commission a lot of custom-made cars just for him, and they would try different things and experiment with his budgets and build different cars for his collection. This is one of the cars that they built for him. This is a SL73. So this is a V12 with a 7.3 liter engine in it. This is the same engine that was in the Pagani Zonda, the first supercar of the 1990s. And they use this exact engine, AMG tuned 7.3. And if you come with me over here, you will notice it says right here on the engine cover, there's a carbon fiber spine, which is super rare. And it says exclusive engine for the royal family of Brunei. And this is number 52. And that's a 7.3 liter engine right here, making this car essentially a $1 million car. And it's a SL73. Now this is like when Biggie said, trying to push 700s, they ain't made them yet. He didn't know this car already existed. I mean, this is a 700 right here. This is a 7.3. And if you come to the back with me, the whole car is stock except the wheels. The wheels are AMG wheels. Interior stock, everything is stock. Nothing AMG about it other than the engine. And this is the most special part right here. You have the SL73 logo right here, which is super legendary.
I have never seen this.
You will never see this.
Right, I used to have an SL, a 300 SL, I think.
So this is double and a bit.
Yeah, I've heard of the 500 SL, but that right there, I've never seen.
We also have an SL74 that we were standing by in the back over there.
Yeah.
We can show you that before you leave. But the SL74 from Rentec, and Brabus also made the SL73. So there's another SL73 there as well. But this is the big dog, the big daddy, the illest, the biggest you can get when it comes to AMG in the 90s. And it's a 7.3 liter engine. And this car is a dream come true. And it's a right-hand drive, like we said, from Brunei. So all the Brunei cars are right-hand drive. And we have about 3 cars from the Sultan of Brunei in the collection at this point.
Okay, so how do you get cars out of the Sultan of Brunei's collection? Because obviously he doesn't need to sell it.
So what happens is the Sultan of Brunei has many family members, and he gifts cars out.
Aha.
So the cars are basically just moved around, handed around, and then they end up with like someone that worked for the family, someone that worked at the property. Sometimes they gift cars away, but mostly it's outer family, like cousins and uncles and stuff like that. And then they would just get the prices shot up so crazy on these cars that it was just so appealing for them to sell them. You know, so they would get rid of them over time. This one actually went to the UK. A guy in the UK originally bought it, and we bought it from him. But the other cars that we got directly from the Sultan of Brunei's collection in Brunei through like proxies and different connections.
Got it. And you just took the hood off to show the engine.
Yeah, we just removed the hood to have this on display because originally we had the hood open and it was just blocking other things and not making it look as smooth. And it's also a tribute to Brabus. Brabus in the 1990s had an ad when they did their SL73 and they drove it with no hood on.
Okay, and this right here, I see you have the Patina Collective, you know, all over this. By the way, why the name Patina Collective?
So Patina Collective, Patina is a name I had in my mind for many, many years. I actually came up with it originally when I used to shop for Louis bags. When I used to shop for Louis bags back in the day, I always wanted, you know, a 45, you know, the nice, yeah. So I used to shop for those Louis bags a lot, and it would say has a nice patina, and I would see that word over and over. And over time, it's just a word I had stuck in my mind. And when I started the company with Daniel, I wanted something that we could have, that we can have cars that are mint and have cars that are worn out and it's still on brand. So we have cars that come from the Middle East and they're totally destroyed. We just call it patina, and that's what it really is. All these cars have a patina to them. They have a certain age to them and a certain amount of wear and tear that shows a story behind it, you know? And we want to call it Patina Collective because also we don't want it to just be Mercedes. We want to be able to get different cars in the future and not just have it a Mercedes-based company. Even though it is a Mercedes-based company, the word Patina leaves the door open for any different cars. And it has a great ring to it and people love it as well.
So what is this right here?
Right here, we have a 190E DTM tribute car. So back in the day, AMG, when they were killing it on the road, when they were doing races for AMG, they were doing well for Mercedes. This is one of the cars that bring them a lot of championships, and this is a DTM tribute to one of those cars right here. This car came out of Germany. It was actually built like this in Germany, but it had a different decal. It had the name of the dealership on the side here. We got that removed, and we put the name of the company. They also had the German flags here that we had removed, have my name on this side, Daniel's name on the other side. So this is basically the Patina DTM tribute car, and it's very, very unique. Obviously, it has the Evo 2 wing on it, and it has the full Decra livery, the Hugo Boss livery of the 1990s.
Okay, so DTM, what does that stand for?
It stands for Dutch Touring Wagon Masters, and it's actually a rally race that they used to do back in Germany, back in the heyday, and it's one of the main races they used to do for Germany, and these cars used to dominate for AMG back then. So
okay, and 190, I remember, you know, there was a kid in my high school who had a 190,
Yep.
which was the basic, that's like the bottom of the line,
Yes.
basic Mercedes.
The baby Benz.
It was the baby
called.
Benz,
Yes.
exactly. Now he was the man,
Of course.
you know, to have one of these,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we were
yeah.
all driving buckets.
Hell yeah.
So why take this kind of baby Benz and turn it into a race car?
because the baby Benz was the lightest.
Aha.
So Mercedes was known for making luxury, heavy, very, very over-engineered cars with a lot of features in them, and that would make them heavy and weigh them down. The 190 was very, very nimble and had a lot of engineering gone into the aerodynamics of it. It wasn't boxy, it wasn't big, it wasn't wide, it was very tiny, and you could pack a lot of engineering into it. So this is basically the fastest saloon that they had, four-door saloon.
Okay, so let's take a look at the inside.
All right, so coming into this car right here, super, super exclusive interior right here. As you can tell, we have the Clarion stacks. This is a fully working system, by the way. So these gauges right here will display all the levels, just like a mixing board in a studio or a mixer for a DJ. These levels will go up and down while you're playing music. And this right here is the G80 Clarion stack. Once again, you have this right here to move the speakers around. You can go front right, front left, back left, it doesn't matter. So it's super cool. And this is very exclusive for the 80s. So like I said, the interior right here is fully custom made. You have this beautiful leather interior, Recaro seats. Everything is fresh and new and you can smell the leather still. But there's more custom work done on this car. If we come to the front of it, you see this hood right here does not belong to a 190E. This is actually a hood of a 126, which is the coupe we
Yeah,
saw
the hood
earlier.
does look different, yeah.
Yeah, and if you look closely, you'll notice that the headlights actually end over here. So they black out the headlights here so you don't see it, but the headlights end over here because you're supposed to have a small grille here. There's a SEC hood that gives it that much more of a custom look. And this car actually had work done by SGS on it, which is the styling garage company from Germany that did a lot of these custom cars. And that's the signature from the owner and creator of SGS. That's Chris Hahn's signature right there. So a lot of German history in this car right here. So very special car. And you know, we love to represent, got to represent for Lebanon. It's my people. That's my name in Arabic. Yeah, man. So this is one of the fun cars. I've driven this car 200 kilometers an hour, very smooth. So it was made for the Autobahn.
Right.
So yeah.
Notice the tail is crazy on it.
Yeah, so that's the Evo 2 wing. So the Evo 2 goes for about $500,000. And this is the Evo 2 wing right here. This is the original wing that went on the Evo 2. So yeah, they tried to make this thing look as incredible as possible. If you look at the back right here, you can see it's super low to the ground. We have ground effects all around, super cool muffler. And yeah, we had to represent and make sure Patina Collective was plastered all over it. But yeah, man, this is the ultimate 90s toy right here, the 190E DTM. We also made this custom helmet right here. If you guys go to bensgod.com, you will see I wore this on the front cover of my Ben's God album that came out recently. So this is a historic piece right here. This is actually a race suit from about 20 years ago. And we made this special helmet right here to go with delivery. And we also have the van that goes with this car, if you want to talk about that.
Okay, so the price tag on a car like this.
So a car like this, because it was custom built by someone, an individual, and it has no real racing history behind it, it's more of a tribute car, it's around $150,000 to $200,000.
Okay, so this is the first van that I saw here. What exactly is this?
So this is an MB100D AMG. This was actually found in Kosovo. We found this car destroyed in Kosovo, but it was so rare with the full AMG kit, these AMG wheels, everything on here is AMG, and this is a real van from the 1980s that AMG actually had created, but it was in terrible, terrible condition. So we fully restored it, and then we found out doing our research that they actually had this livery on one of them back in the day, and this was the support car for the racing team for this DTM car that we just showed you guys. So this was a support car, so we said, hey, let's bring it back and do a tribute to that one. So we got it fully wrapped just like that one, and it looks identical to the original one from the 1980s. So it's a manual diesel transmission, super fun to drive. I've driven this a number of times, super cool car, and it's shocking, honestly. It's one of my favorite cars in the collection just because how crazy it is, you know?
Okay, so tell me about the interior.
So this interior right here is pretty special. You have Recaro seats. These are still Recaro seats right here with the 1980s look on the pattern. This is a very 80s pattern right here. And they actually had Recaro seats in the front because this is an AMG after all. Has a manual transmission, and the engine is actually right here in the middle. So the engine is inside the car. You can actually remove this cover and the engine is right there.
So it's got a frunk.
Yeah, pretty much. So there's nothing in there in the front. Yeah.
Okay, we open up the back of it?
The back, we have to go to the other side. We actually did a little bit of display work. We put a Penta wheel, some AMG cones, and some AMG fire extinguishers, some gloves. But this is basically how it would come. It was it's basically a 7-seater. You have facing seats. Everything is old school in here.
I did a feature on Gilbert Arenas, who loves Maybach. And he had a Maybach minivan that he got from China.
Yeah.
And I think it was like one of two of them made, but this is very different. Obviously it's older, but it almost reminds me of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is different. Obviously this is a race tribute van. There isn't much luxury in it. It's not really a luxury car. It's more of a rugged race car. So yeah, just something original and something so unique. Take this thing out, we took it out to the beach, we took it out to so many places, and it's just shocking. People see it, like, what the hell's going on?
Okay, what's the price of something like this?
I'd say with all the work that's been put into it and how rare it is, and actually it being an AMG with all of the AMG body kit and styling, I'd say around a couple $100,000.
A couple $100,000.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right, Vico, man, the Patina Collective is absolutely incredible. $100 million car collection. It's something that I've never even heard about before. We've looked at a bunch of different cars, all of them unique, all of them very special, all of them very, very rare. Just amazing how you put this together.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of years of dreaming went into this, a lot of planning, and that's why we were able to execute it so fast in the way we did in the last few years to get it to this level. And we'd love to invite everyone to come check out the museum. It's opening in late July 2024. Please come through, check us out at patinacollective.com, and check out our YouTube channel, The Patina Collective, over 100 videos, building the whole collection, buying new cars, showing them to you guys, deep dives, educating you. Thank you so much, Vlad. Thank you everyone for coming, man.
That's what it is, man. Until next time.
Yeah,
Peace.
man. Thank you.